Buddy Pod, baby. I'm a buddy, he's a dude.
And I'm a dude, he's a buddy.
This is a very special episode.
It
very
is.
special episode.
We
Danny.
are.
For the first time ever, the dudes are having a drink.
drink.
We're having a drink
We're
on
having
the
a little
pod.
drink, having a little sauce,
Danny's
eh?
back. The devil whispered. He
Yeah.
answered. My
Shaitan
God,
and
did
his
he ever
agents
answer.
got me. Well, no, like I don't know, man. I think I've reached a nice place in my life where I can have a couple brew pops, and I think it's a special occasion that we share one on the pod. I know you've been mentioning that you wanted to do that, and today with the closing ceremonies of the Olympics,
Danny.
the beautiful 15 days of high top-notch level athletics coming to a close. We had a very special moment there. I know one of your favorite actors.
Well, the Olympics were mid for me, okay? I was watching the closing ceremonies just now, and then wouldn't you know it, my God, from like he was descending from heaven. Mr. Tom Cruise himself fucking leaps into the stadium, and that just got me jizzed the fuck up.
Dude,
and I just
Tom's
had
the
to
man, though.
Crack a White Claw for that, dude.
Tom is
He's
the man.
the man.
And it's the best, though, too, because it's like this guy, like there's a lot of, like, you hear some stories about how, like, the stunt performers and the stunt crews don't like him because he does his own stunts. And then you also have, like, I recently just found out that the Fall Guy was actually, like, kind of like a
They were
diss.
taking little jabs at him.
Taking a little jabs at him, which I didn't notice that at all. But it's like this guy is he's the bee's knees.
He's the
bro.
last true movie star. He's the last true fucking star. Nobody will ever be like Tom.
But it's funny though too, because it's like people give him flack for doing his own stunts. The stunt coordinators don't like it, but then it's like when Jackie Chan does his own stunts, everybody's like, "Oh, this guy's amazing. This guy's great. He does his own stuff, everything like that." But it's
does
like
his own stuff.
He does his own. He does. Hey, this guy up there, Jackie Chan, he does his own stuff. But it's like. He is the man, dude. Tom Cruise
Dude, he
is
is.
through and through like the best. He's like wicked.
Dude, this guy does everything himself. We've seen Tom Cruise, all of his own stunts. He does all of his own stunts. We've seen him hang off the side of airplanes. We've seen him jump a motorcycle off the side of a cliff. We've seen him run out of explosions. But Danny, I think by far the greatest stunt that he ever did was when he simply walked out of his daughter's life and never saw her again.
He's like, later, baby, gotta go. That was the biggest stunt.
Dude, everything about him, he's so controversial, right? Because, like, okay, first of all, bad dad share.
Who did he marry?
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
That was Katie
that's
Holmes
it,
and
okay,
their daughter,
yeah.
Siri.
Yeah.
Their daughter, Siri. And now it's
And
funny
now she's
because
just an AI.
the rest of the world wakes up every single day and they talk to Siri except for Tom Cruise.
He's probably living.
He's the only guy on the planet Earth who doesn't talk to Siri every day.
On principle, he probably goes with Alexa just because he doesn't want to say, "Hey Siri."
100%,
Yeah.
dude. Not that he feels any, like, it wouldn't matter, dude. He's so cold and fucking, dude, that guy.
You know what he does need though? He needs Bruce in his life. That's who he needs.
He does need a Bruce.
He
Oh, what's
needs
going
his
on there,
Bruce.
Tommy, bud?
Oh, Tommy, doing your own stunts.
See, you're in a bit of
a
a pickle today, Tom. But dude, he
So it's your daughter's birthday today. Should I just swipe left and cancel it or what? Yeah, Bruce, that's what you got it. Fucking right,
yeah.
bud. Keep on drilling and killing, Tom. Love it.
dude, he's fucking he truly is, because I mean the Scientology thing, right? So, like, you know, the one of the Scientology's
Was it Bob Proctor? Whatever. Who was the guy?
Bob Proctor.
Who's the guy that?
Yeah, Bob Proctor. Hey, who the hell, Bob Proctor?
Who was the guy that started it?
Oh, no, it was L. Ron Hubbard.
Elbert Hubbard. Yeah.
Elbert
Hubbard.
Hubbard. Yeah. No. L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard. He was a science fiction writer.
Yeah.
Who was quoted one time as saying, he's like, if you want to get rich, start your own religion. And then he just did that to get rich. It's all money. It's all money driven.
I like this when you.
But
like
the funny thing is about Scientology, dudes, is they don't. No, it's
they
a
have
funny
rankings,
thing.
right?
Oh yeah, I mean, Tom Cruise, they when you join Scientology, I guess one of the things that they say they do is they get dirt on you. Like, there's a thing where you have to give them some really, really personal shit about you that they can use then to blow your life up if you try to go against them or whatever. But
same as Hollywood, it's very fitting.
It's it works perfectly for Hollywood. That's why so many and I think it truly is a big front for actors who are not out of the closet.
You know, be wicked.
A lot of like you got. I mean, Will Smith was.
They're like, I'm gonna need some dirt on you, and then you just come in with some like topsoil, just some beautiful potting.
Here you go, some mulch.
Yeah, and they're like, you gotta get out of here. This guy's fucking stunned.
No, but they do that. But their
Will
whole
Smith's
thing
not,
is.
he's not.
I think he was at one point. And then.
Till he got hooked up with the Church
John
of Diddy.
Travolta, remember
Yeah.
John Travolta was getting fucking jerked off on the plane by the
God
masseuse?
bless him.
Oh, God bless him. You earned it.
God bless him.
Hell
He
yeah,
did.
no,
It was on
respect.
his own
Dude.
flight. John Travolta actually had a little airport
I
at his
love
place.
all the people that aren't in a position to have a guy jerk them off on their private jet getting upset at him.
Yeah, why not?
Who cares? You know what? No, but their thing is they don't
Would you
like
some
mental
peanuts?
illness. They don't
I'd
believe
like you to touch my nuts.
they don't believe in mental illness.
Whoa.
Is the Scientology? They don't believe in medicating yourself in any capacity, right? So they just
I don't either.
and then I love when you, well, you're doing it right now, dude. How's that? White Claw?
Self-medicated. On the alcohol.
No, but then you look at Tom Cruise, and it's so funny. You look at all these people, and they're fucking so much crazier than the people that they're saying.
Yeah.
Because
they embrace it, I feel.
Yeah, they do. They lean in.
Did you know Tom Cruise has a tooth that's in the middle of his face?
Do I know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, good. I was just
know everything
testing your
about
loyalty to the Cruise Alliance.
I can tell you where the mole is between his ball sack and his asshole.
Looks like that's the dirt they have on him.
Just a smudge.
Yeah.
Lick it off, huh?
Lick it off. That's no beauty mark. That's my
Oh.
cornhole.
The guy's a fucking absolute beauty.
Yeah, but it's like I'm looking forward to, honestly, like, now that the Paris Olympics is over, and then they had the huge, like, grandioso of Parisian theater, as well as all the arts and the Renaissance of the Parisians, and then I handed over the flag to America. Now I feel like this one is gonna up the ante of in 2028, where it's like now Hollywood's gonna put its stamp on it, where it's gonna be fucking like crazy, dude.
They were very careful in the closing ceremonies not to show anyone's balls on camera.
Well, they didn't show any of the drag queens. They didn't show any of the highlights of that stuff. But it's also funny where it's like instead of having like drag queens and like all that other stuff there is in, they're gonna have a hard time not putting child actors in there in skimpy outfits for the LA one.
They should have honestly had Corey Feldman shredding like it was fucking.
Doing his Corey Feldman dance.
He should have come in like Mad Max, bro, on the top of.
On the guitar,
playing a
shooting
giant
flames.
baguette guitar. Just
Yeah, he has it just shooting through. Mel Gibson's like, I don't want anything to do with it.
Mel Gibson's also learned to pipe down a bit, but none of those feelings went away.
Well, let me tell you, he's on. It's him and a couple other buddies are doing the woke, unwoke studio, aren't they?
Mel Gibson produced the movie, that movie about the
Passion
child.
of the Christ?
No, the sex traffickers. The human trafficking.
Silence of something.
Silence of the Law.
Silence of the Children.
Yeah. No, what was it called?
No,
the
I-
Sound of Silence. That can't be it. Was it?
I want.
And you know what?
It's not
It was a
Sound of Music.
It was
I
a
know that.
mid fucking movie. I thought it was gonna be better.
But apparently, that guy was actually like a creep, dude. not like Mel Gibson.
What's the guy that was trying to bag kids?
No, but then what he would do is like, we have to pretend, like he would go on missions with females, and then he's like,
Are you saying the FBI agent or
that guy? Apparently, from what I hear, I didn't really do my own research on it.
Not besmirch the feds.
No, the guy was like, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, okay, you're playing these married couple, you're gonna have to smash, but that's what his whole thing was. When you go undercover with other female operatives, he's like, we have to play the role of husband and wife, and like, have to smash. But I mean, if your room is bugged and you're not like,
part of the
they
game,
don't
bro.
hear clapping, then it's kind of like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
True though, but
It
it's
is
just
true.
like I
think this is. I mean, listen, this is a good enough segue. Speaking about Scientology not acknowledging it, to check in on our mental health.
I guess
this
so.
week.
Yeah, we should probably do it. We had a lovely week. I think
We had a big week.
We had a big week.
We had a different week, Danny.
We did. We unlocked a lot of doors in our lives that were locked.
Some people, when they're
people call me a bad apple.
some people when they get when they're on the wagon for a little bit and they decide to just hop off,
Hop off. It's a tap on, tap off.
they just do a cannonball into a big jug of hooch, and I think that's what you've done this week. Nice to see you come up for air.
Well, I wouldn't really go that far. I feel like you're kind of throwing me under the bus there.
You know what? I shouldn't do that. And you know what? Actually, Danny, can I say something? Because we have people are still saying shit
So the way
on the
that
internet, and you can say whatever the fuck you want about the dude buddies. I know people say Danny's an asshole, Danny's a racist, Danny's a fucking piece of shit.
I've never
say what
read
you want about
I've
the
never
dude buddies.
read any
You
of that
say
on
what
the
you
internet.
want about us, but when you say Danny's a
All right.
homophobe,
Yeah,
Danny's-
when Jared's a piece of shit
Nobody
too. Jared,
says that.
Jared's a prick. He's self-centered. He's egotistical. Look at this guy making fun of everybody but checking in on himself. Look at this guy. Is that what we're doing today or what?
look at you after 2 White Claws.
I'm just matching who you are.
Yeah. Okay, my mental health, dude. Ever since I've enjoyed that you've loosened up and we've had a few drinks this week. You had
Yep.
your lady was down.
Yep.
I got to party with your lady. She was a lot of fun.
Yep.
We went out. We did shows. I had a really good time on some shows this week. I feel good because I still managed to pull up my pants and go to the gym this week. It's harder for you because you had your girl here.
Well, yeah, I'm not pulling up my pants. I'm pulling off hers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm still getting my cardio in. You know what I'm saying?
Ding
Oh,
dong.
shit.
Yeah,
I
cheers,
work out every
brother.
day. I don't work her in every day. Let me tell you that.
Oh, my
You
God.
gotta get where you can, baby.
So I was able to go to the gym, which felt good. But I did also like enjoy myself this week, and I had some drinks, but I don't think I ever slipped too far into the darkness. I don't think I went too deep into the darkness. I flirted with the darkness.
Oh yeah,
I looked at it.
You were flirting with
touched her.
exchanging numbers for sure.
What's that? Yeah, the darkness. I crumpled it up the next day and threw it out, but I did take the darkness's number.
Yeah, you didn't use it as a bookmark, looking at it, being like, "Should I call it? Should I call it?"
I memorized it.
Yeah, I memorized it. It's in my banks.
But yeah, overall, I'm gonna say I'm floating around. I'm 7.5 this week. 7.5, but with my hair down.
Last week you
good.
wanted to get to an 8, almost.
I wanted to
there.
go up to an 8.5. I think I touched an 8. I touched an 8,
Just
but
a little rim tip.
yeah, I
rim
pecked
tap.
it. I pecked it, but I didn't stay there. But
That's
I think
okay.
right now I'm like 7.5 today.
That's great.
I feel all right, man. I feel good. I'm heading home to Toronto this week for the first time since I came here. It's been about I think 5 months now.
It's been 5 months
Which,
since
Danny-
I've been seaside.
Is by about 4 months the longest I've ever been away from Toronto.
Really? You've only been a month away?
Well, maybe maybe like 6 weeks on the road.
Really?
Right, but then I've also done the road, but then I come back for like a few days and then dip again.
Yeah.
Right, but
This
like
is the longest
5
consecutive-
straight months. I've never been away for that long.
You'll
from-
see how like drastic and different it is once you've been here and you go back. You're like, wow, this is so quiet.
Yeah, and I also think that
And you'll have a new appreciation for the city.
I think that it's true because here is infinitely more chaotic than
yeah.
Toronto is. So I think probably part of why I feel pretty good is I'm looking forward to going home. I think I'm looking forward to going back to Canada. I'm going back for 12 days.
Canada's the best.
I got a good friend's wedding, and I get to see my parents. I get to see my family. It's gonna be nice to visit my family. And it's gonna be nice to see the girl. It's just gonna see my friends, get on stage in some of the old haunts. I think it's gonna be a good time, and I
gonna
think
be a
I'm
hell of a
looking
good
forward
time.
to that. And you know what, Danny, I'm looking like I'd like to be just fucking slugging it through that city at an 8.5 when I go to Toronto.
You know what?
Right now I'm a 7.5. I want to be an 8.5 there. But Danny,
But
overall,
let me tell you,
I'm feeling
what-
good.
You're going to be a 10. This is going to be.
God
It's going to be the
damn.
first
Thank you, bro.
time. It's going to be the first time you hit a 10, and I feel like you're going to stay there for a couple of days, and then you'll drop down to a 7.5, and then when you leave, you'll be about a 6.
About a 4.
Yeah, about a 4.
4. And then when I close my door at night, down to a 2. Yeah.
I knock a couple weeks later. Well, that's good. That's a good solid check-in. That sounds
Yeah.
all positive.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah,
I mean, you
you're welcome.
actually were the one that had more of a different week than you've been having in a long time. So why don't you?
I would say all around, dude, I'm probably rocking like an 8.9, man.
Wow.
I think it was a definitely not. There's that 1 degree where I could have went to a 9, but I feel like all in all, some days, dude, I was actually rocking a 10. I'm not gonna lie. It was a beautiful blast to have my woman here.
Danny, you were flying so high this week, brother.
Yeah, it was
Good to
good.
see.
The shows that we did was awesome. It was nice to have Nikki here to see me perform in America and solidify the fact that she's like, oh, okay, this guy's still funny no matter where he goes. And then also it was nice to share drinks in a healthy manner with you, also with her, and just gallivant and like show the city around. And the one thing that I really appreciate about her the most was it was like she's like, I'm okay with like taking the train and doing all this shit. She's like, I just wanted to spend time with you, which was nice. So we got to do like things close to home, sleep in a lot. It was nice to kind of empty my sack. That was good. And then also Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm not going to lie, dude. I missed, like before when I first broke sobriety to have a couple drinks, there was some times where I was like, oh man, this is kind of whack. And like, I just didn't really enjoy it. Maybe it wasn't in a situation or coming off from the long layoff of booze. But then like, it was fun to have the adventure and being like, yeah, okay, let's have a couple here. And then seeing where the night goes. Like when you're stone cold sober, going where the night goes and flowing of, I guess the events is kind of maybe in a sense of rigidness, but then when you have a little bit of alcohol in you, there's a fluidity to it where you're like, you're rocking on all cylinders no matter where you're going, and you're kind of like bang, 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 and doing like fun shit, you know?
What's an originist?
A rigidness?
A rigidness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? What you thought I said? An originist?
Bro, you're going 100.
You liked it,
Bro,
and you were trying
I loved
to pick
it
up.
because I was like, your brain is like
you
firing.
were trying to pick up on a couple words that would slip, but you slipped thinking I would dip on that one.
I stayed sharp, buddy. I'm still just enjoying your Lloyd Christmas haircut right now.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. And I got a haircut, and then I wasn't too sure on it, dude. And then like, cause I was like, I wanted the shroom to bloom, but now I got like this weird little like, I feel like I got a Juan or a Hector kind of haircut.
He's a Hector.
Yeah, dude. Where
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
where I went and I got this little like boys cut mushroom thing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. and it was sweet, dude. It was $25. It was Simon. You told me to go see him. I went to him.
I did tell you to go see Simon, who
And
was
I
an
was,
old.
and I was choked, dude. Like after I got the haircut, I was like, "This is brutal." And then it formed into into this like weird ass haircut, and I'm like, I like it now. You know,
No, Simon is from Kazakhstan?
Kazakhstan.
He's from
He's
Kazakhstan?
He's a Kazakhstan Russian Jew.
He's a Russian Jew. Well, he told me when I got there for my first time, get my hair cut. Simon's like 65 years old or something, and I get there, and I'm like, so where are you from? And he says, I'm from Kazakhstan, and if you asked me that 3 years ago, I would have just said Russia. He knows the drill.
Yeah,
he knows where he is.
Yeah.
He knows where he is, right? So
Former USSR.
this guy, though, and I would say... And I'm going high here that I understood 30% of what he said to me during that haircut.
Mm-hmm.
And he was great. You could tell the energy was good, but he kept saying shit to me. He was like, oh, my wife. And then she'd laugh. She'd go, ha, ha, ha. And then I would go, ha, 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 that's funny. And he goes, this is not funny.
Yeah.
This is not funny. That happened like 3 times where I tried to just laugh like I knew what the fuck he was talking about, and he shut it down being like, what are you laughing at?
See, I think you got him on like a good day because he didn't really chat me up too much, and then I tried to like chat him up a little bit, but then it's like I always get this weird thing, dude, where it's like you ever have it where someone's cutting your hair? Like I got it. There's 2 times where I get it, where someone's cutting my hair or I watch somebody like use the things that I own. Like I got it a lot when I was a child where I'd like lend people my toys or let them play with it. And then I'd get like this weird tingly sensation of like euphoria, I guess. But then when people are like cutting my hair, I get like goosebumps and it feels nice. And then,
yeah, okay.
yeah. And then
so much to unpack in that line.
is it? What do you mean?
Well, you know, it's tingling sensation of
Yeah, like
euphoria
it
when
feels
people were
good.
playing
Dude.
with your toys.
Yeah, like whenever I watch someone have fun with my belongings, and I'd be like, I would feel good, dude. I'd have endorphins, and I get goosebumps and tingles, and like, and I get that when people are cutting my hair. So I tried to engage them with
Well,
conversation.
that's probably a new feeling for a haircut. I don't know if I've ever had that.
Oh yeah, but I have. It's not new for me, but it's new for you.
Well, haircuts are still new for dude, I remember when I moved to the city and just getting my hair cut by people who knew what they were doing because, and I used to do a joke about this, but I said that
we've gone to 3 barbers. Since
I said
we've been
that
here.
getting your hair cut in the country while you're growing up, if you get a fucked up haircut in the country, there's nobody around to fix that shit for you. You wait 4 weeks and you let your mom try again.
Well, I wait 4 weeks no matter what. Even if I get a shitty haircut, I'll just wear a cap. Yeah, but all you really have to do is like a low to a medium taper, and then you're good. But then this guy gave me a lovely blossom.
But you go to fucking First Choice Haircutters beside the arena in Barrie, Ontario, and
well, that's your
ask
first
them
mistake
for a
is going to
fade.
First Choice.
Well, that was only a little later on once I graduated from the home, and then I would take the fucking...
First Choice haircuts or super cuts is when I first realized like what lesbians were.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Because they were the ones cutting your hair?
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh.
But they didn't even know they were lesbians yet.
No, they fully did.
Small town?
Oh,
well, I guess you were in the city.
I'm in
True.
the city. And I was like, Mom, this girl's kind of different. She goes, well, Daniel, that's a lesbian.
Yeah, people weren't really allowed to figure out, like, and I mean just by the way that our society operated out there, that they were truly gay until they left high school.
Yeah.
That's when it really clicked.
Yeah, but then when they were like sucking dicks in a Buick behind the fucking
Ever tell you
gas and
about-
go, that's
ever
when they were like, I'm not gay yet. I'm not gay yet.
Did I ever tell you about the guy? This is just give you a little insight into how hard it was to be who you wanted to be where I grew up. There was a guy who I knew, and I won't say his name or anything, but I mean, not that he would. I don't think he would find us anymore.
He's not a subscriber to the Dude Buddy Nation.
I doubt it. But he was this. He was a redneck dude. He was like a quiet guy, but he seemed like a good guy by all accounts.
Yeah.
And he was big dude, thick boy. You know, he had wrists like your fucking thighs, like that country build.
Oh yeah,
He smoked Marlboro cigarettes.
No filter, just straight tobacco.
Brah. And he had red hair,
Mm-hmm.
and he wore big fucking red flannel. Like this guy was burning bright like the fucking sun, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And and this is like, I always respected the fuck out of this because it was so out of the box for where we grew up, and you really would have to find this on your own and figure this out on your own, and you really truly have to feel lost behind just kind of looking like one of the regular dudes at our school. He ended up right after high school. He moved to, I want to say it was to Toronto, somewhere in the city, and he converted to Muslim.
Oh, you're talking about Big Red.
Big Red, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah,
dude,
yeah,
but
yeah.
this guy was, I am talking about a fucking guy who you would see chewing fucking hay,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
like he was a guy that you would look like he would get in a fight at the Country 93 dance.
Those are the guys
And
that
then
you
he-
got to
dude,
kind
he
of worry about the most.
quietly went
though.
and converted to Muslim, and I was like, it was such a drastic change. And then, of course, just again to highlight where we grew up, people found him on the internet. This is when
Yeah.
Facebook was booming, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And people found him, like, grew up with, and everybody called him Big Red. That was his nickname, was Big Red at our school. And people found him, and I remember going to his Facebook
Now
page.
his name's Big
after,
Red.
No, dude, after
It is Big Red.
after he had converted, he still had Facebook active, and people found him. I looked at his wall, and it was just a bunch of guys going, "Yo, what's up, Big Brown?"
Big Browner.
Dude. And then so anyways, he deleted Facebook, disappeared. Nobody would know now.
Let's
where he is.
find him.
I'd love to. I would
Let's
love
find
to
him in
see
a mosque,
I'd
bro.
love to shake his fucking hand.
Dude, that's the thing where it's also like I watched a lot of documentaries on Vice on like Al Qaeda and like Mujahideen and a lot of like terrorist
sure
stuff.
you do.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
getting
good, it's
fired
good
up.
stuff, bro. But like on every one of those documentaries, it's the dude that's like the red-headed, red-bearded Islamic like extremist that like runs every ship, and there's like one like it's horrible, but it's also like funny at the same time, where like this guy's like, all right, because they have to there's like a bunch of I don't know, like operatives or whatever in this one tower, and then the guy's like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, is we're gonna go in, we're gonna clear it all, and then if things go south, we're all gonna detonate. And then his whole group is like looking at him being like, what?
I don't know if I want to be doing that, dude.
Yeah, no, but his whole group was like, what? And he's like, yeah, we're gonna do
Here
it
for the coffee.
Yeah,
and the
he's like, we're
cookies.
gonna do it for the cause, huh? You want to do it? And the one guy like clearly didn't want to do it, but he didn't want to be like a pussy in the eyes of Big Red. So he was just like, yeah, man, I'll do it. And then he like looks back at all the other guys, and they're
all
like,
like,
they're like thumbs up.
Oh, no.
Thumbs up. And then the Vice documentary goes, and that's when he selected his group and went into the tower. And then they go into the tower, and then they're all like talking to each other, like, do you think it's gonna go good? Do you think it's gonna go good?
What?
And then it goes boom and explodes the whole tower. And then the BBC guy goes, and clearly it did not go good.
Oh God.
But it's like, it's always like the dudes that are like fucking like, I don't know, man. There's a layer of gingerness even in the white culture where I'm like, there's like, they got strength, they got like, there's something underlying where they're like, I don't want to fuck with a ginger.
Oh yeah,
dude.
bro, that's fun.
You know, like even if they're like skinny and still they'll and then just like just ginger kill
You've
you.
always got more to lose than a ginger.
Oh yeah, man. God, ginger's got everything to gain.
Pigmentation,
Pigment, color, fucking respect,
man,
all that
there's
stuff.
No doubt.
But I don't know, man. And this week has been like, I think it's been cool, dude. I think we crossed a lot of barriers in a sense of like, we realized that we have to. It's coming to a sad part of the podcast, but it's just an inevitable moment here, man. And we had a nice bonding experience with Fink, but he crossed a barrier, dude.
Fink
And
the rat, which we have now, I think, confirmed it is a rat.
He is a rat.
He ain't doing mouse shit. Can I ask you something? By the way, I wanted to ask you a question this morning.
Yeah.
This isn't just so the listener knows. I thought about this morning before Danny was awake, and I completely forgot to ask him. So I'm organically asking you this question.
Okay.
Did you fucking? Because there's no way you did this, but did you pull popcorn seeds out of the garbage can last night?
There should be no popcorn seeds.
There shouldn't have been no popcorn seeds. Okay.
You should be doing
No, because Danny, last night. Okay, so before
we haven't cooked popcorn in weeks.
So Danny, last night I made popcorn while you were out.
You made popcorn.
I made popcorn while you were out. Okay, and it wasn't a great pop. A lot of missed opportunities, like the girl said. A lot of missed opportunities in there. Okay, there was a good 30 kerns in the bottom still. Had to use the big pot. Too big of a spread.
You're telling me this?
We're cooking popcorn on the stove.
Going in
listen,
there
listen to me, bro. Listen to me. I changed the garbage last night because this motherfucker has been coming in our house. He's been eating our chicken bones. He's getting stronger. He actually, the other night, we confirmed.
You confirmed?
He actually opened the cupboard. It was inside of our kitchen. And somehow,
well, tell the listeners, we'll lay the land here, because I made a nice chicken stock, and so I took all the extra bones and all the rest of the carcass out of the stock, and I put it in the garbage. And then when we have bones and I guess you could say organic waste and all that stuff in our garbage, we leave it on the outside because we know Fink likes to scavenge and go in there. And lately, I've noticed if we have a chopped cheese wrapper, that's what he's going after the most, because it's always tucked into the corridor where he comes from.
He likes to chop cheese. He's a bodega rat after all.
He's a bodega rat. And we left it out there, and we go, okay, because it's usually always all right. And Jared's mentioned several times, he goes, man, if this guy crosses the barrier, that's where we have to go. And I set my limit. We have to
kill him if he can get into the kitchen.
Yeah, and if he gets in.
And my theory is that he's gotten fucking huge eating our garbage now, and he's gotten the strength to open. He's evolving. He's evolved.
So he opened it, and then he came in there. We came back. There's garbage laid all over our kitchen tiles, and then his feet marks and all that stuff. And so we're like, oh man, this guy got out. There's no way he can get back in. But then I felt with my pinky how loose the cupboard door is, and I know rats because my buddy Ryan had 3 rats, and they're very smart and agile, and kind of like they're fucking little mischievous, and they can do things with their paws.
Talking about Ryans or the rats?
Both, man. Both of them fucking little rat creatures. And then, so we laid a bunch of mouse traps outside, made a perimeter, but I knew this little prick, this little rat fink of a fuck came in and out. And to my suspicions, he's right.
He's been setting off rat traps.
Yeah, so we set about a whole bunch there, man. I put about 5-6 of them, like a front line, like pikemen, just right there, holding a shield and a spear.
I've been hearing him snap off in the middle of the night, and then you come out and there's no rat.
There's no rat.
He's evolving. He's smart. He's strong. He's outwitting us.
He's a tactician,
us. But listen, dude. So I'm telling you. So the garbage can was outside of the cupboard last night. I changed the garbage so that we wouldn't attract him. And I dumped right before I went to bed, Danny. There was I dumped the rest of those popcorn kernels into the garbage can. Yep. I'm talking like 30 kerns, and then one napkin, dude, and a napkin. Okay. This morning when I came out and I was tripping, I stood there for a moment, just dumbfounded, looking at the garbage can, being like, "Cause there's no reason Danny would be in there." I don't know.
Well, I did sweep though. I swept
Danny. I looked in the garbage this morning, and the napkin was in there. Every single kernel was gone. But the garbage can wasn't tipped over or anything. But every kernel was gone. Fink came in here last night.
Did you see bite marks?
He's now learned how to get into the garbage without knocking the garbage over. No, dude, but the fucking every kernel was gone. It's the last thing I did before bed was dump those into the garbage.
Dude, this guy's like Ratatouille, man. He's grabbing a bunch of kernels and he's starting making a dish.
Now all we can hope, it was a pretty hot day today, is that he went out there with a belly full of kernels and blew up in the sun.
Yeah, right. If he blew up like a guy taking
shred.
Bigger,
eh? They just blow up in his They blow up in his fucking
the
bicep.
One rat from the Goosebumps, man.
Oh no!
This guy evolved from Rattata to fucking Raticate.
We just trend him up.
Well, let me tell you, if he's Raticate, we got to eradicate him, man. This guy. But we set up traps. We've set up traps. I put up a full-blown 4-trap perimeter on where his hole is, but I'm going to have to go in there, dude, clean out the whole thing and get a bird's eye view, because we got these rat patrol guys coming in here, but listen, I'm from Alberta.
Is that right?
I know rat patrol. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get a bird's eye view on where his hole is, because they keep trying to seal up whatever they're sealing up. They're not doing it correctly. So I'm going to go in and see where he is. I'm going to set up some good traps. The ones we have are mouse traps.
We need the sticky traps, I think. Because the last thing I want to do at this point, it's gotten personal, and I don't want him to die before I see him. I want to look at him.
You want to look him in the eye?
Yeah, while he's alive.
Well, then what are you going to do? You're going to hold his head on a sticky pad, do the fucking rat
Maybe
trap?
I can talk
watch it
to him
snap?
for a second. We can figure something out.
Yeah, you're going to talk to him?
Yeah.
See, so I'm just following orders. Shoot him.
Who's your leader?
Yeah.
Who's your fucking leader?
Give me all your information now.
Yeah.
I need to know where are you based? Where are the rest of
I'm
the
just
rats?
saying something's different with this one, dude.
No, but I don't know, man. We've never experienced New York rats, dude. These guys are crafty little cocksuckers.
They are, but we've watched everything he does get tricked. He used to just knock the garbage can over, leave a mess. Now he's in
but
and out of that
we're
motherfucker.
trying-
Not a trace. Dude, he might have walked on your pillow.
Buddy, this guy's
Might have
master
walked on your
splinter,
pillow.
dude. He's fucking... You know, it's bad, though, dude, because it's like I feel bad. And, like, the only time I ever really killed an animal is when I shot that squirrel in the head with a wrist rocket. And I was trying to shoot at a tree. And then it came down and twitched and stuff. But, I mean, like, this guy kind of... We said he could live comfortably in there, and if he breaches the borders, then it is what it is, and he did do it. So I guess we're clear on our rules of engagement, and we can kind of like engage our target now. But like,
Yeah.
but dude, we need to get bigger traps because they set it off.
Yeah, no,
when
we
he
need
set
rat
he
traps
set it
at
off.
this point, dude.
Yeah,
I bet, dude. I mean, you know what? I bet he's gonna do. He's gonna lay down. He probably lays down when that mouse trap goes off, catches the bars, and does a fucking bench press with it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he's
man.
fucking probably getting a pump
While
on in
he's-
that trap.
And we got the good high protein peanut butter too. So this guy's probably.
Oh my god! We've been feeding him high protein peanut butter and giving him a bar. Dude, that's like a little Smith machine.
Oh yeah,
right?
man!
Keep
This
it
guy's
steady
gonna
for
come
him.
up. What was that commercial? The street rats or whatever,
I
or
don't
the
know. Building a super. Are you cracking a
I'm
red
gonna
stripe?
crack a red stripe,
Crack
man.
me a
We're-
red stripe.
We're getting into it. Here you go, buddy.
Oh,
Red
cheers, you
stripe.
red
Great
stripe.
beer.
Thank you. That's a beer of Jamaica, Danny.
It is.
Jamaican lager beer.
Jamaican the wrong choices right now. Having a beer on the pod.
Here you go.
Cheers, brother. But I would say he's got to go, dude. But
No, we
and
were
it's
trying,
like,
man. But what we're doing is we've built a fucking Frankenstein now. And
It's
we
a bit
gotta
of a problem.
We need more tact. And
Let me tell you, and if you guys are listening, please drop us a line on either one of our socials here. Either you can tag Jared Campbell, you can tag me, Danny Martinello, or you can comment on the YouTube channel if you guys got like rat tips. If you got rat tips, if you got ways of humanely eliminating them. I don't want a person to be
I
like,
have a friend of
look
mine
him in the
that-
eyes and shoot him in the skull
Did I
with a
tell you about-
stapler.
a friend of mine he had a rat problem, and the pest control came to his apartment, and for some reason I guess their job ends when they've caught the rat. They're like, yeah, sorry, buddy. It's like a union shit, right? He's like, yeah, buddy. Sorry, my fucking lead hand's not here. I can't
Out of my
kill that rat.
jurisdiction, can't kill the rat.
So like he trapped the rat for my buddy, and then he was like, okay, but you have to eliminate the rat. And then what my buddy did was he drowned it in a bucket with 2 chopsticks, which
that's
is no, but
dude.
it's not the first sign of being a guy who pickles people's body parts and
What is
keeps
he?
them.
He's a
He might-
taxidermy?
Nope. Regular guy who might
An embalmer. That's what it's
be
called.
insane, because that's that's a crazy way to
Yeah,
choose.
dude. The first sign
That's a
of
very
mental...
personal way to do it.
Well,
You
but
wanna
it's
look 'em
also
in
the
eyes?
first sign. Like that's what
That's
they
a
say.
serial killer.
Yeah,
That's a serial killer.
First sign of a serial killer is a person.
I got
who,
another
like,
buddy, dude. When you were talking about how you only killed like one little thing, I used to shoot birds when I was a kid with my buddies. We'd shoot them with pellet guns, and I got a buddy, who one time we shot. I'll never forget this. We shot this bird. Again, we were out in the country. It's not that crazy.
Why am I taking point?
Him waiting.
on this,
Him
then?
waiting. Perhaps for the birds to land on my mother's bird feeder before shooting was nuts. But it was country shit. Whatever, you know. It was wild. But I'll never forget this moment. Shot a bird out in a tree out in the back. We had a field behind my house. Shot the bird. Bird tried to like fly out. Died in the field. I was always okay at that point because it was country shit. Like you were used to people hunting, people, whatever, like an animal dying wasn't like a huge deal or whatever. But then anything beyond that, any suffering always made me really uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, I remember listening to my dog murder a groundhog, and it haunted me because I was like, I don't like the idea of anything suffering.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, all you hear is.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Getting his neck broken. But
Jesus
so this guy shot this bird, and this is so vivid for me. We walked back into the field because you always wanted to make sure it was dead, and you don't want to fucking leave.
But
something.
it's like country shit shooting a bird's like fucking
Bleeding
a
out.
goose or a duck. This is like you're
it's
like
waking up and pouring a cup of coffee, bro.
Yeah, but
It's
you're also
normal.
like shooting it from your bird feeder, which is like you're probably
that
getting
part's
robins,
insane.
sparrows, blue jays, and
No,
magpies.
that
like
part-
normal, nice, beautiful birds that like elderly couples are like, let's go
That's-
bring our binoculars and
that
search it.
part is fucking.
Build out a book, and you're like, yeah, man, we lured these in with a fucking primo chimo top bird feeder.
No, that part's bad, but that wasn't what was happening here. I'm just saying that it happened before.
I think the whole point is bad here.
It's all bad.
Yeah, and I have to take point on killing Fink, and you're the guy that's being like, we shot a couple sparrows.
I once killed a chicken in Germany with an apple.
And why am I?
I know.
Dude. Why am I
I'm
the
not
one
comfortable
that's the
talking about this.
fucking
I'm not even comfortable talking about this.
animal?
It's
Like
all bad.
rodents
I don't like
are
it.
kind of one of my
No.
favorite animals, like squirrels and mice. And then I'm in here being like, Fink's got to go, and you're like, oh, I don't want to set the trap up. You got to look at it and all this. You're making
Danny,
this.
I'm hurting, man. I'm hurting. I haven't gotten over this.
PTSD's
I
coming
fucked up,
back.
dude.
You drew for a
Yeah,
sport.
dude.
You drew for a
You
sport.
know, dude, every fucking day, all winter, part of the thing I had to do after school was go into the fucking garage and grab the mousetrap and whip the fucking dead mouse into the field. Like, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore.
Every first.
I had to do it every fucking week. Dude, 4, 5, 8 fucking mice a week. Sometimes they were still half alive looking up at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, brother. And throw them into that winter snow. And then I go inside.
You don't even kill them. They're still alive, and you just
The field is only lit by the glow of the Christmas lights. It was fucking dark, dude. I don't want to do it anymore. But anyways, let me tell you this. One day he shot this bird, right?
every February when Groundhog Day comes around, I'm celebrating my birthday. You're having PTSD. Your dog ripping its fucking throat out.
Stay in my room.
Oh god.
So he shot this bird. I'll never forget it. Right? We went into the field to find the bird, and then we found it. And Mary picked it up, and he was holding it in his hand. This bird's dead, dude. He rubbed its belly with his thumb, and he went, "Oh yeah." And I was just standing behind him, like, "What the fuck?"
How long did you stay friends with this
I
guy?
did. Hold on. Oh, for
Many years.
long time. No, but I remember at that time knowing, I'm like, that feels like the start of like a serial killer shit. And long story short, he would go off to have a very extensive life of crime after that.
Oh, it sounds like it is.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath.
But I mean, good dude.
Yeah, no,
But that
no,
was
no,
nuts.
no. That's a bad buddy,
Yeah,
bro.
that was
That's a
grim.
bad buddy.
Good dude or bad buddy?
Ah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's tough.
It would have been funny if he like.
Speaking of fucking no, hey, you know what? Pivot for a second.
All right.
You want to fucking talk about bad dudes? The Olympics just wrapped up.
Yeah.
I know why the Russians aren't in the Olympics.
Oh
and it
yeah,
makes- Hold on, Daddy.
Okay. Oh yeah.
It makes perfect sense that the Russians aren't in the Olympics. We know that those boys are shooting some birds that are sitting on the feeder right now.
Yeah.
But have you heard what they're up to in lieu of being in the Olympics?
Yeah,
the things they're doing, the
They are.
sport that they are taking on now to entertain themselves. Let me say this before you say what they're doing.
Yep.
We got to let them back in, dude, because they're getting bored and they're finding things to do.
Yeah. So what the Russians are doing now is that if you have money, you can go aboard a vessel and then you go into the sea that attracts Somali pirates, and then you can just lace them with AKs, fire them, and it's basically 'cause you're in international waters.
They're just
So
rubbing
they-
high protein peanut butter around the edge of the boat,
Yeah.
waiting for the Somali pirates to
to come
show up.
around. You're calling the Somali pirates rats or pirates. Yeah, so that's what they do, and then you can pay to be on this voyage, and then just straight up kill these Somali pirates or shoot them, and
They're just harpooning and missiling humans who are, I mean, in fairness, humans that are coming to do them harm as well. But like,
it's like a step up from when you go to Cambodia and you can shoot a rocket at a cow, and if you hit the cow and it explodes, then your ammunition's free.
oh, but you're telling me that all we have to do is let them do high jump again, and they'll stop blowing up boats full of humans on the water?
100%.
Let them pass
Well,
the
they're
baton
not
again.
gonna stop, dude. They're not gonna stop.
No,
and
no,
you know,
Well,
like,
they got a taste for it now.
oh yeah, 13% of those people are probably Americans.
How about
being
we try
like,
to let them back in the Olympics next year? They go, nah, we're doing our own
Yeah.
thing now.
Well, it's so funny that they and that's where you could look at the like the world is fucked in a way where it's like you're gonna have the Russians aren't allowed to compete in the Olympics because of this Ukrainian war, but then you have all these Israel people going and play in the Olympics, and then with the Palestinian genocide and all this other stuff, where it's just like, and then America just
so
gets
fucked up.
America just gets to be like USA and claim top notch on medals and be
Yeah,
like,
they
we're
get
the
to
best
get-
in the world, while the
yeah.
Russians are sitting there like, you do not know what you're capable of
Oh.
until you fight Russian power.
So the Americans will, for two things the Americans will do for the rest of time: dominate the Olympics and go to war whenever
Yeah.
they have the chance.
Well, they have to, because when they go to war, then it's like, that's the thing too, where it was like, I was thinking about it, man, because at the end of the day, like, I would love to have an American passport just so I can have a Canadian passport and an American passport, 10 grand in Canadian cash, 10 grand in American cash,
30
Load-
grand in a Swiss bank.
No, yeah, well, that too, but I'm talking about my safe deposit box where I have a load of 92 FS Beretta with 3 extra clips, and then I'm ready to go anywhere I want, and I'm always going to use my Canadian passport unless the country has oil. Then I'll use my American passport.
Right on. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's foolproof, really.
Yeah.
And fine. You're not wrong.
But like, I don't know, that's my end goal, dude, is I would just love to have like an American passport, a Canadian passport, but it doesn't really matter with the topic that we're discussing. I just thought I'd want to share that.
No, that was just been on your mind. It's been bugging you.
Oh, it has, dude. Like, that's
You'll get citizenship here eventually. Like I mean, I would consider it only because the option of dual citizenship is there, right? I would never.
But a
give
dual
up.
city is
I
the
would never-
most American, like that.
I would never
that's-
give up my
Never.
Canadian
Never.
citizenship.
Canadian,
I also
no.
used to be, and it's as easy as me just going back down to the office and applying for it. I used to be a dual citizen with Germany. With
You should,
Europe.
but I don't know if you can have 3 passports.
No,
You'd have to relinquish
but that's what I'm
one.
saying. I can be a dual. Well, that would be a try. It'll be a triple sit.
I don't know if you
Tri-sit.
can.
Maybe no. I don't know if I can either.
I don't think you
I'm
can. I
saying
think
that
America
my-
will
but
only
I could
allow.
right now go and get my European citizenship.
You
again.
should.
can.
I think that's what you should do.
And
You should
I can
keep
be a
your
dual citizen, but I'll never give up my Canadian citizenship.
never.
I think I would rather live in
Die.
this country with
Oh.
with a green card than a citizenship.
Yeah, you become a. Yeah, in your
and then without
circumstances.
voting, we can just watch the fires burn.
Yeah,
and just
but
kinda
then
be
like
here.
I would think for you it'd be wicked to be like a German, because then you can travel around the EU and have all that shit, and then the Canadian
Plus,
passport.
Germany's never gone to war, never done anything weird like that.
No, never.
So it's like, if we're talking about war-hungry countries that manufacture weapons and like to take control,
Genetic alternate.
probably Canada and
testing.
Germany are kind of the same in that they just kind of like to sit back and play the good guy.
Yeah, I think so, and then like eliminate like all forms of hostility.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, like take away like, oh no, we're all peace loving, bearing peacekeepers.
No, wait. Oh, fuck.
Ger-
There was that one thing. No,
Yeah,
wait.
dude.
Oh, it happened twice.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
twice, actually.
It was twice.
Okay, yeah.
They
Forget
beat
that.
us in the first one, and we want to have our power back.
Oh, forget that.
Nah.
But I mean, if you look at the grand scheme of things right now, dude, a lot of people are really probably pro Germany in the world right now.
I mean, Germany's a different country now, but they also still have problems. They also still are, I think, very high up on weapons manufacture. We also manufacture weapons in Canada, but
Well, yeah, but at the end of
There's
the
a
day, it's
lot. What do you
no matter what
fucking
you're
need
gonna
to do?
have, man, you're always gonna have weapons, and you need weapons no matter
Danny
what.
needs weapons. What's that one you want again?
Beretta 92 FS, Italian made. It's
3
good.
extra
There's
clips.
I think it's an M. What is it? M1A3. That would be the American version that the American Army uses of the Beretta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna buy it, dude, and then Canada put the gun ban on. I was so fucking pissed off, but at least I got my 45, which is all good.
Got your 45?
Yeah, I got a 9mm
Did
45.
you go shoot your guns when you went home to Alberta?
I didn't shoot them, but I took them out, cleaned
Had a
them.
look at
did
'em.
some. Oh yeah,
Slept with 'em.
I tried to get my mom to hold my my pistol, my 9mm. She wouldn't.
No.
No, it was funny. She was like,
Daniel, I'm gonna get away from me.
I'm
Are
in the
the
kitchen. I'm
laws-
like, just hold my gun, mom.
Are the laws in Alberta the same as they are in Ontario with a handgun?
Yeah, dude.
You can only drive
Guns-
from the
guns are
gun
federal.
range to the...
Yeah, the rules are federal.
What is that law? How does that operate? Like, how do you have to like disclose when you're going to the gun
Well,
range?
Ontario's different because it's such a large population, and then they don't have as many gun ranges. So it's like,
I wouldn't even know where to go.
well, there's a lot, but it's like
Gun range is the field.
you have to be kind of outside of Toronto. So Toronto doesn't really like sell stuff. It's kind of like similar to New York City and all that, but it's like you can only basically once you register your firearm with it, and then in like other provinces, like Alberta specifically, in order to have a handgun, I think don't quote me on it because I didn't really acquire my handguns when I was out in Alberta. You have to be registered with a firing range before you can acquire it, and then you can only go from your house to the range.
That's the federal law.
Yeah, so then if you stop at a gas station to fill up and you get caught, then you're kind of fucked. But at the end of the day, like, do what you want.
I'm sure there's plenty of people doing that.
I stopped to get a Red Bull before I hit the range.
Well, you're not going in there without one. The king can too.
Yeah, exactly, man. I'm coming in. What's that? I drink Henny at the range, so I know I'm. What's that one rap song? I'm drinking Henny at the range, so I know. Basically, you get drunk and you shoot at the range. You're okay when you're partying and shooting people. That's what the rap song said. But that's besides the point. That's not what we do. As a responsible gun owner. But yeah, in Ontario, you don't need to be registered to a range because there's a large population, small amount of ranges, and so you can get your firearm real quick. It was good. That's what I did, man. During the pandemic, everybody's like, I'm stocking up on toilet paper. I'm like, fuck that. I'm grabbing guns. Ammo, guns, bro. Yeah.
Ammo. Donnie needs his ammo.
Donnie with his ammo cans. Yeah, so I'm stockpiled up, dude. I'm kidded, man.
I like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, too, when I was leaving the Kill Tony at MSG. If anything happens in this city, bro, we're fucked.
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, Manhattan specifically is an island.
Yeah, we're
tough
fucked
to get off of. We thought about that when we had the earthquake here. Right? We're like, oh, if this actually turned into something, if this place split in two and it was chaos,
yeah,
right, and people needed to get something, you're hitting that, people have to hit like LGA, JFK. You can't get out of this fucking town if there's a thunderstorm.
No, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go to a gas station. You're gonna have to get a map, and then you're gonna have to figure out.
There's only so many ways out of the fucking city, though, too.
Yeah, but then
that's anywhere. Getting out of Toronto would be a nightmare.
You're gonna go on foot, and then once you clear the major cities, you're gonna, if you know it, you're gonna hijack a car.
Well, first stop, I'm popping into that hotel. I'm dyeing my hair blonde. Okay, because I've already committed several atrocities by the time, bro. Under the fucking
why would you even dye your hair?
Because under the cover of chaos, I'm gonna commit like a war crime right out of the gate.
Yeah, but you don't need to. It's chaos,
no,
bro. There's no one's gonna be like
strapped to this highway side motel. I go in there. I have to dip my knuckles into a sink full of ice. Okay, because they're fucked up now. Okay, I broke my hand on something. I broke my hand killing a man. Right, beat him to death. Now I gotta fucking dye my hair. I gotta shave my mustache off. Dye my hair. I look at myself in the mirror. I don't recognize me anymore, but I'm ready to fucking go. Okay.
I meet you like halfway through Connecticut, and I'm Jared. Is that you? Where
sit down,
Daddy. You got out of there too.
I sit down on the couch. I put my wallet in my mouth. I bite down on my wallet. I heat up my buck knife. I get that slug out of my fucking leg. Okay, I've been shot in the leg today. I get my fucking slug out of my leg.
Yeah, with those chicken wings, bro. You're getting a slug out of your leg.
Boom,
your
my
whole
fever's gone.
Yeah, dude. What do you?
Then I have to heat up the knife even more, Danny. I have to cauterize the fucking wound. I have to cauterize the wound, okay? And then I go like this. I rip my shirt with my teeth. I go, I rip my shirt. I take the sleeve. I tie it around the wound. I fucking tie it off, okay? One more time. In the mirror. Blonde hair. No mustache. Fucked up hand. Tied off thing. And I say, giddy up. And then I hit the
fact
highway.
that you think you're gonna take a slug out of your fucking little gamlet over there, your little gimlet, your femur is gonna be shattered, your artery is gonna be fucked, you're bleeding out in 20 minutes.
Well, you won't be there to see it because I already shot you in the fucking head.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you gotta dye your hair.
Talking to me like that, blonde has to be blonde. I want bleach blonde hair when I'm on the run, dude. I want bleach blonde fucking hair.
Yeah, world goes to shit. I said, Jared, we need to get that. Pow! I'm gonna shot right.
And I sit there in the fucking locked hotel room. I'm going a little crazy. I'm on meth, and then I fucking hear the door rattle, and I have to go out the bathroom window, and it's small, and I cut myself again. The bathroom window, there's a trail of blood. The trail of blood leads to a fucking minivan that belonged to a family, and you find two of them shot dead behind the minivan. Now I'm on the highway in that minivan.
All right, well, we know who's going to Russia to shoot some Somali pirates.
Yeah, good luck getting to Russia at that point, buddy. I'm just heading north.
That's all you got to do. You got to get. Honestly, now that I'm talking to you about that, I think we should probably get a compass.
I think we should
Get a compass and a map.
Yeah, we should get a buck knife.
Get a buck knife and a T-shirt to bite on. I got to bite my wallet.
Yeah.
You really thought this through.
What?
You thought this through.
No, it was just something off the top of my head.
I was just talking off the top of the dome there,
That's
bud.
it. We want to, I don't know, set our intentions and get out of here?
Yeah, I think so. Should I set my intention to get a bulletproof fucking cap?
Yeah, why don't you do it and let me settle down?
All right. Well, I guess. What do we got here? What's coming up? I'm in. Well, I got a lot of tour dates coming up, I guess. Not a lot of tour.
Change of pace.
Yeah.
You're still thinking about me blazing down the fucking highway,
Wait,
huh?
let me tell you. If push come to shove and we had to fight each other, I would kill you.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't fight in the way you would expect. I know that
I
I wouldn't
You think
be
I'm gonna
teeing
fight
off on
fair?
you, bro. Oh my god, Danny, you'd be on top of me, and you'd be wailing on me, and then all of
No.
a sudden you'd go like this. You'd be slowing down. You'd be like, "What is that?" And you come up, and I've just been cutting up your belly the whole time, bro.
No,
Honestly,
I think I'd be like,
hey, Danny, I'm going.
No.
I'm pulling
we
your
would
intestines
get out of here together.
out.
We would get out of here together, but I think there'd be
You
some.
think I'm gonna give you the chance to turn on me before I turn on you?
That's the thing, though.
No,
I
that's
would-
the problem.
No, I
We
would
both
no,
don't trust each other.
No,
We're gonna have
this is what it is.
Someone's gotta go.
No, this is your mind here, and this is honestly my mind. Where I think we would team up, but then you would do some fucking really morally
Yes. And if you're not ready to have your morals compromised,
Yeah.
while the fucking world is on fire, then I can't have you because you're slowing me down.
No, I would
slowing me down.
No, I would literally roll.
That's why the meth. I don't go to sleep. I watch you sleep. I watch you sleep.
Yeah,
Danny.
it's your fucking German blitzkrieg blood getting fucked up on methamphetamines
Yeah, and
just so
you
you can
remember that when
storm
you, when
France
you try to
in
walk
5
up
days.
and just fight me like a man, because I'm gonna fight you like a fucking German, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, well, whatever. I'll smell the fucking sauerkraut from the trenches and just throw napalm in there. No, I think it would literally be like we would go do some things, and then after I'd be like, "Yo, Jared, like that was pretty fucked up." And then you go, "The world's over, man.
You want to ride or you want to die?"
And then I would get to the point where I'm like, all right, I got to go west, dude. All the best. I love you. See you later. And then as I'm traveling, I'd be like, I did a lot of fucked up shit.
I go
with
like
that
this.
guy.
I go like this, and you go. I'm gonna go west. You go east, and then I go, Danny. If you see me down the road, you cross the street. And then when you turn around to walk away, you just hear a gun
Shoot
go.
me in the fucking
You hear a
back
gun
of the
cock
head.
go. One more thing, motherfucker. Because you're a liability at that point. dude.
Am I?
You betrayed
Yeah.
me. You betrayed me at that point. Anyone who betrays me's got to die.
Yeah.
On the spot.
Somebody says, no, Jared, I think we should go left. You've betrayed me.
You're done. You're done.
Well, I'll set my intentions of locking my door at night. No.
See,
No,
that helps.
going through, I got 4 days in Ottawa and then a week in Toronto, and then I go to Newfoundland. So my intentions are to have a fun time and enjoy just doing some headlining sets again, man. Stretching the legs for 45 and enjoying Canada and the ability to headline again. Going back there, I'm gonna have a good time. We have a wonderful show at Comedy Bar August 20th.
August 20th, if you're in Toronto,
Yeah.
get your tickets, comedybar.ca. It's going to be a banger. It is Danny Martinello, Kyle Patton, and myself. It's our first show back in Toronto. And it's
We
at
got
the
a little guest spot too. from
Tuesdays.
a little chirp bird. come
Tuesdays
through.
used to be home at 9:30 p.m. Tuesday nights, so we're coming back. We got a cool fucking guest spot from New York coming through too.
Yep.
It's gonna be awesome. So if you're listening and you want to see us do some comedy and you're in Toronto, come out.
come through. So
Sorry,
then,
Danny.
No worries. And then I headline the Yuck Yucks there. So all that week of the 20th, I'm headlining the Yuck Yucks, as well as I get to do once again, bro. Only white guy on the Nubian night of the show. It's my second appearance on the Nubian night. First one was fucking epic. Kenny Robinson's been trying to get me back ever
All
since.
black comedy show in Toronto.
All black
Classic.
comedy
It's an
show.
institution.
Been
that
going
show.
on for almost 30 years.
30
now?
years, something like that.
27
yeah.
years.
I think so.
And so I'm the only white guy on that bill, which is going to be super fun. And then I go to Newfoundland, first time over in the Rock.
Ooh, the Rock.
Yeah, we're going to visit our buddies Luke Lawrence, Costa, as well as Paul Thompson, check in on him, see how he's doing. And just just gonna enjoy the next couple of weeks coming ahead, man, and just stay positive and stay on point, and just enjoy the country that made us.
Right on.
It's gonna be very fun going back home, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, right on. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to gear up here. We got a couple more days here. We're going to keep hitting the gym over here. We're going to eat up some of that fine meat we got in the fridge, in the freezer right now. We're going to try to go into Toronto healthy and, kill that show. I finally, for the first time this year, guys, I get to go golfing, and it's been driving me crazy. I golfed like 3 times a week for the last 7 years, at least twice a week. I miss golf so much. I can't wait to go golfing with my friends. Can't wait to perform comedy back home. Watch my buddy get married. I got to MC that wedding. That's gonna be a motherfucker. But we're gonna
appear. I'm gonna appear.
We're gonna have a good time. Danny's just gonna show up uninvited.
No, I was invited, but his wife
invited
doesn't
yourself.
know.
I was there. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be good.
They were all stoked.
Danny's gonna show up in a bow tie, just buckled.
Yeah, no, I'm renting a car and I'm gonna drive down to Niagara Falls.
And crashes it through the front of the fucking venue.
Yeah. I'm going. I'm
Load
fucking
it.
Tyler. I love you, bro.
But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go back there. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna enjoy seeing my family, enjoy seeing my friends, and I'm gonna try to get that up to an 8.5 while I'm there. And in any quiet moment I have, I'm gonna think a little bit harder, just about how I will take care of you if things do go south, because I didn't like how you piped up there on me. So we're gonna figure that out. But yeah, man, that's it. And we're gonna keep pumping these out. We gotta do another episode while we're here in New York. We're gonna do one from Toronto.
We're gonna do one live in Toronto. Have a good time.
We might do one while Danny's in Newfoundland and I'm here in New York. We're gonna see how that works. But podcast's gonna keep coming, guys. Keep listening. Keep watching.
Likening us. Keep
we love
subscribing, and thank you for all the positive feedback as well as the people that are listening it. I know our YouTube is staying steady or increasing on our subscribers, and everybody's listening a lot on our Spotify, so we really appreciate that.
Listeners are up. Listeners are up. Views are down, but listeners are up. But we fucking love any support that we get right now, guys.
So thank you guys so much for everything, man. I hope you enjoy this episode. I hope you enjoy just what me and Jared are creating here in this beautiful time in our lives, and we appreciate you guys. So I hope we bring a little bit of joy to you, and you tune in every Monday. So thank you guys so much for coming in.
Cheers. God bless you.
And God
bless America.
I've been Danny Martinello.
I'm Jared Campbell. Bye-bye.
See you later, Gators.